Royalties of peace, turning the storm back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. How are we all doing today, May 29th of 2023? It is a Monday, and we know what this Monday is to the United States of America. Memorial Day. Yes, it is Memorial Day. Do I want to pledge to the flag of the United States of America in remembrance of our military, of those who have advanced to wellness, of greater enabling of peace, perfect peace, our destination. Do I want to bring to us this day in memory of all those gone ahead of us, fighting for the country of the United States of America, the miniature of our world? Do I pledge to the flag? I pledge the allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with peace and justice for all. The little silence is for us to acknowledge the truth we stand for. One nation under God, one nation under perfect peace. I did read an article online that says the Congress added under God to the pledge in 1954 during the Cold War. Many members of the Congress reportedly wanted to emphasize the distinction between the USA and the official atheistic Soviet Union. On a day like this, we honor all those at service, advanced to a greater of us, those who stood for us, like no longer with us, are still with us, only of more peace emphasizing unto us, while we have to sit and reflect of where have they gone to. I read this from Pew Researcher, pewresearch.org, pewresearch.org, PEW research.org. So I want to bring to us a fact of pledging to the flag. A supposed right. Even in silence, we pledge every day to the flag. Everyone pledges to the flag. The awareness of the need of peace. And this peace of not any kind of a peace, but a very significant and distinct of peace is perfect peace. Even at war, we stand for peace. No one likes war. No one likes to be contradicting to each other. But at it, we seek to reach the place of one, understanding, without division. We argue to agree, will some of us say. But when we agree, we should not get back arguing. Must the agreement be permanent, be perfect? Is what United States signifies of one God. All under one God. A day of reflection and remembrance of those who parted while serving in the U.S. military, according to the Congressional Research Service. Did I get the definition of this day? And demands the need to pause at 3 p.m. for a moment of silence. 3 p.m. All nations under one God. All nations can only be one under one mind. And the only mind is perfect peace. These of us who have stood for the United States must we be able to remember them. And remembering them is to enable peace of greater advancing, not stagnant with guns, but of the mind, the true battlefield. Must the concrete be worked upon to achieve the abstract? It is not gunshot that will give us peace, but a peaced mind. When we reflect on this of us gone ahead at service, and even of those who have been at these wars and having to lay in their beds at home before parting from us, are no different from those who parted from us at the line of war. Those who parted in service and those who parted after service are still going through the same situation. That even when you part, you're still going through the same situation. If we get to understand what war is, it is never completed, even when we say it is done. Of those who were at that line of war, still struggle with it. They still continue with the war in their mind. Till now, the war has not ceased because our remembrance of them brings to us to mind the wars. Do we still keep on honoring them? How we appease is keep on honoring them, acknowledging it is not supposed to be of afflicting each other, but we of perfect peace today stand today. when we go to the graveyards, only a symbol of the true nature they are, peaceful, resting in peace, resting in perfect peace, are waiting for us to join them. Of greater can we join them. Of what they have signified to us is only the seed, must we be the tree of expected, of battlefield free. Soldiers of the cross we are, across the battlefield. Fathers in arms, mothers with arms, brothers with arms, sisters in arms, a child in arms, a friend, a beloved one in arms. Has never been a pleasing sight of the concrete expression we have. Are we trying to reverse to the abstract and be fulfilled of perfect peace? The true battlefield is of the mind. What is your cross? The battlefield of the mind. And what is your fear? Death. When death is contradicting to the expected of perfect peace, we struggle. When death, death, is contradicting to the expected of perfect peace, we struggle. What is your cross? What is your fear? How do we overcome our fear? How do we carry our cross? Must we be able to teach the young ones how to achieve this of greater than we? So we reach perfect peace, of no more descending, but ascending to perfect peace. If one is armed, we all are armed. If one is at the battlefield, we all are at the battlefield. It takes overcoming our fear to carry the cross expectedly. It takes to overcome the fear to be able to carry the cross. And carrying the cross, we must know its destination is to become a ladder. When we know the destination of perfect peace, we will try to sort out the complicated we have at the battlefield. Yes, we all individually carry the piece of the cross, having our own kind of fears, all the same fear. What depth we want to express is silence of perfect peace and not silence of low self-esteem. Or one cross divided into pieces of everyone to its own portion of the cross, seeking to never be of the complicated, of keeping a prolongation of the cross to be a cross, but rather reverse to being the ladder, a ladder we can all climb onto to perfect peace. When we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. We hold on to the expectation of the flag to be one and not divided at war. For divided, we cannot stand. We must be able to stand of perfect peace. Not standing for our weaknesses, but standing for perfect peace. I cannot carry your cross. You cannot carry mine. Because we all have a cross. Those who go at war for us are only like those put out for us to understand how to carry the cross. Not by crucifying each other, but sacrificing the pain of not a pleasant sight is the complicated. Must we reverse it to the uncomplicated? Under God, under God, we bring all those who have gone ahead of us. Under God, the one God, under perfect peace, we bring those of us falling short of knowledge to fullness of knowledge, of understanding the true perfect peace. Laying in your bed, giving way, or bleeding in the field, giving way. All signs of a need, of a zone where there is no battlefield. Let this Memorial Day give to us a reason to reflect on the healing grounds we make, the grounds of bleeding, by reflecting on all those who've gone ahead of us at service, at the fields, or at service in their resting beds. Both beds of resting or busy are both at service. We must be able to put these two together so we accomplish the expected of peace is of the mind. The reason why we seek peace treaty, even at war, of the complicated war, is not supposed to be. Memory of these of us should remind us they are not going with the guns, but rather with the peace treaty. Though we see guns, they carry. In reality, they carry but the peace treaty. Our eyes see guns, but they see peace. Must we be able to enable them carry but the peace treaty? And not the guns. To silence someone is with peace and not with arrogance. We seek not low self-esteem, but humble pride. Hopefully, at 3 p.m., we should be able to enable the moment of silence, to understand the true meaning of silence. Is reversing the guns to peace treaty, reflecting and enabling remembrance of those who parted from us while serving in the U.S. military. Is the same applied to our world military of short of knowledge humans, achieving fullness of knowledge to be one under perfect peace. The only means to be one is only by perfect peace. The peace treaties of every piece of the world we bring together to stay in harmony. The remembrance of those gone ahead of us is us left behind to fulfill the space, the gap that is left, our own portion of work to reach perfect peace, making lessons into a blessing. These of us we have sacrificed at bleeding grounds because of short of knowledge. Our becoming of fullness of knowledge brings us into their arms of where perfect peace is our home. And we still struggling with peace, achieving the sacrificing of self from the place of perfect peace. We must be able to save ourselves from this sacrificing of self in the battlefield by enabling lessons of those gone ahead of us into perfect peace and receiving the blessing of perfect peace and healing from this tragedy of keeping battlefield. Thank you all for listening today. And hopefully we get to reflect with silence at 3 p.m. to honor the gift of life those that have gone ahead of us have given to us, of demonstration of the battlefield must seek perfect peace, where death is not low self-esteem, it's not getting low, but getting onto humble pride of advancing to perfect peace. Thank you all for listening, Royalties of Peace, steering the storm back to peace that has no storm, looking onto perfect peace. Have a healthy Memorial Day of all our soldiers of the cross of every walk zone of reaching perfect peace, honoring them all, honoring us all. Thank you. Thank you.